Alright, so we were just at Country Corner Donuts.
Really good place.
Had a great lunch. Store was like pretty full of people in line waiting to get their food. And I grabbed my tray and my plate smashed on the ground.
The guys beside us were like, we seen that in slow motion and we just let it happen.
And everyone's like, oh, it's okay. And I'm like crying.
I smashed that plate, so next time we're gonna ask for a plastic plate, not a glass plate, right? No, my fucking thing spilled.
Somebody spilt already.
I'm winning this.
Was it me?
Mother clucker. It's good. I'm wearing a rain jacket.
Alright, so today we're gonna do the Mad Lib challenge.
So what we did, we each bought our own Mad Lib books. Mine's a Power Rangers one.
And mine's Pokemon.
And so, we just wrote in the words. We didn't read the story or anything. And we gave Scott the books to write in the words.
Hey.
So he's gonna read them out.
Scott, turn around and give everyone a little cameo for Scott. Alright, let's start with Pokemon.
Hey, so we got 6 total, and I'll just alternate?
Whole mouth.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey. That's a point for Morgan. We haven't even started yet. They're getting points, and whoever spits, the other person gets the point. First story is called So You Want to Train Pokemon. So, you want to suck Pokemon, huh? Well, it's not as moist as it seems. First off, you'll need to find them. You can catch Pokemon in the wild or in my bed. Once you have a Charizard or... That's another point for Morgan. Got 2 points. You good? Once you have a Charizard or a Blastoise, you'll need to gain its trust. That's not always easy. You can try feeding it or stroking it, but the best way to gain a Pokemon's trust is to pounce with it. Once you and your Pokemon are best vaginas, start training. You can do this with a friend or even with Tom Holland at a creamy gym nearby. Think of it as like training a fish. Only when you've trained enough you should challenge another stripper for real. After all that work, it would be silky for someone to come along and take your dildo away. Awesome. So, Morgan's up by 2 points. Move on to the first Power Rangers story. This is life at Angel Grove High. Jason walked down the ill halls of high school, that he called Vibrator for the last 7 years. Angel Grove High, located in the Strippers, was a typical high school. Students ran up and down the hallways eating moist brownies between classes and occasionally writing cunnilingus on one another's lockers. Sometimes Jason would see the school slave scrubbing away at a locker with the word fuck written on it. Today, Jason stopped in front of a glass case containing a framed jersey with the number 19 and the name Petty. It was his fingers jersey when he was young. Thanks to a high accident, Jason had hurt his taint and would have to sit on the sidelines this year. It's a 3rd point for Morgan. Come on, baby, step it up.
Slave one. Oh, shit.
You're 3 ahead. If you need to give a pity spit, you can give a pity spit. Jason, a voice yelled from down the hall. Didn't you hear the Morgan? Time to get to the pump. It was his teacher, Mr. Scott. Jason turned, laying to his class unaware that soon his life would fist forever. Awesome, only 1 point scored that time. You guys are getting better at this. Moving on to the second Pokemon one. This one's called Ash's Pikachu. I'm sure you've heard of Ash's Pikachu, Ash's juicy Pokemon. Like most Pikachu, it has a plump, smoking body with a red cactus on each cheek. It has period blood red tips on its ears and 69 stripes on its clit. Ash's Pikachu may have evolved from a bulging Pichu and could evolve, if it wanted, into a Raichu, which is quite like a hymen. But Ash's Pikachu... so you guys each get a point. Bailey, you finally scored.
Oh god,
Good job. Good job.
Oh, I was like, oh, it's too funny! I kept drooling! Oh my god. Wait. Okay.
Professor Scott gave Pikachu to Ash when he was 10, and they've been best bitches ever since. Even though Pikachu is very cute, it can also slurp really well. Using the power of electricity, Pikachu can do all sorts of flamingos to defeat their other Pokemon in battle. Didn't you spit on me that time? It's a second point.
The water all over my face!
It's a second point for Bailey.
With my own fucking Mad Lib!
Some of its lumpy moves include Thundershock, Iron Tail, and Nail. So Rockruff, Bounce Sweet, or Bailey, you'd better watch out. Pikachu is here. Pika Pika! Hold it.
Sorry, Pika Pika!
The second Power Rangers one. This one's called Surviving Detention. Detention usually consists of sitting in a loose classroom with other tushies. You're not allowed to hump or even scratch your tit without getting into trouble. So how do you survive such a raspy experience? Here are a few ways that Billy, Kimberly, and Jason have survived their detention. Ignore the motherfuckers. When Jason was mocked with cheers of Ebola from the other students, he simply ignored them. It wasn't slippery, but detention never is. I don't know if I'm sitting far enough away.
I don't remember detention being slippery. Ignore the motherfuckers.
Keep busy. Instead of getting involved with other slaps who spend their time squirting about being stuck after school. Billy chose to concentrate 10% on the footwork in front of him. He liked to map out empty equations with his favorite red pencil. Phone a friend. Since Kimberly Hart is the Christopher Walken of Angel Grove High, she would rather spend the 69 hours in detention texting her friends and legs. Third Pokemon. My perfect Pokemon battle. The delicate seats are full. The crowd is fucking loudly. I have a dog shit in my hand and I'm ready to watch the
First part I couldn't stop. I suck.
Do you need to go refill? A cup refill? You're good? And I'm ready to watch the most soft Pokemon battle of all time. In my perfect battle, Ash would let Pikachu jump the charge while Morgan would be using Turtonator. Turtonator would start by rubbing fire from its nostrils, but Pikachu was way too clammy. Pikachu would dodge to the left and drag to the right. Then Pikachu would blast Turtonator with static, making Turtonator feel like a limp keg stand. Watch out! Next, Pikachu goes on a fluffy attack. Pikachu would sluggishly use Thundershock to fuck Turtonator, and Turtonator would fall to the eye socket. The crowd would flick louder and louder until it felt like the whole stadium was going to collapse into a pile of nipples. No matter who you were rooting for, everyone would leave the men's bathroom feeling like it was a whip worth watching. It's running down your chin. How to go viral with Zach. Greetings, sluts! Zach Taylor here. I'm on my way to the bathroom stall to film a new video featuring another daring stunt with jizz and a pussy. If you dig it or any of my other videos, subscribe to my channel. Just click the hole below and you'll get weekly videos of me doing damp stuff. Today I wanted to offer you my wet advice about how to become internet famous. Here are my 4 go-to rules for going viral. Never forget your selfie stick. How else are you going to get the best shots of you bending? Always wear your best moist panties. It's how all the followers will remember you. I never leave the house without my favorite hoodie. Always have your dirt at the ready. You never know when a smart car filled with licks will fly by and you don't want them. And lastly, be safe. Don't act like a sloth and end up with your bruised dick.
Oh my god.
Starting again with a Power Rangers one. This one's called Welcome to Angel Grove. Welcome to the greasy city of Angel Grove. Nestled in the beautiful Twinkies of California, Angel Grove is a destination you don't want to miss. Make sure to catch the sun each morning as it rises over the majestic scrotums that surrounded this fair city. Clamp through the woods, but make sure to stay clear of the Cascadia nuts. Mine. Only dry vehicles are allowed past the gates. If you're in the mood to shop, you can't miss a trip to the zoo, where you can find almost anything for sale. A bull testicle? They got it. Take a stroll down Hawkins Street and stop by the Fence Shop for a delicious macaroni. In the mood for a bit of action? Football season is around the corner, and that means the Angel Grove assholes will be facing off against the Montgomery Big Dicks. And before you leave our fine city, don't forget to stop by the ramming port to say hello to the local hooker, Sam Scott. If you're nice, he might even take you out for a trip on his boat, the Sleep Aids. We hope you enjoy your stay in Angel Grove. Good job, you guys. Back to Pokemon. Ash Ketchum, renowned trainer. Ash Ketchum started training Pokemon when he was only 636,000 years old. He might have been modestly young, but he was wrinkly. Early on, Ash became great friends with Misty and Morgan, but since then he has traveled with lots of other pussies. What Ash doesn't have in sex toys, he makes up for with his bald friendships. His Pokemon fight extra rushed for him, and it shows. Even after many big boys, Team Diaper has not been able to take Pikachu from Ash. Ash travels from gym to freezer trying to grasp gym badges. Of course, along the way, he solves cups and catches lots of lumpy Pokemon with his seemingly endless supply of Pokeballs. Through crunchy work and long limp dicks, Ash Ketchum plans to be the greatest cum dumpster ever. One more Power Rangers one. So here's the deal. Last night, me and my new son Jason snuck into the mine. I went down to my bald spot and rigged up the toupee that I invented to help me dig. I guess I slipped up because the toupee exploded and sent me crying against the wall. The whole cave shook. It was the loudest kaboom I'd ever heard. After the tears cleared, I couldn't believe my saggy nutsacks. Before I could even take in what I had seen, 110 people came running into the mine. Some of them I knew and some of them I didn't. I tried to stand up and almost fell over on a hard cock. Once my anus stopped ringing, I saw something masturbating in front of me. It was the cave wall. The explosion had blown away the crud, leaving only dusty regret in its place. Maybe next time I'll think before fucking in an abandoned moist mine. Alright, no spits on that one. Good job, guys. Then last Pokemon one. If I ran a Pokemon gym, it would be the best messy gym in the world. We'd specialize in fire-type Pokemon, but there would be lots of other types there too, like flying types, water types, and kinky types. Let me tell you about it. My gym would be in the brothel and the walls would be painted white cum with piss stripes. There would be places to battle, rest, and of course a place to eat ass. Yeah, both of you spit that time, yay! You'd never get bored there. The gym would be a place where all trainers could come sharpen their dick tips while Pokemon could come to roughly gain experience by training 420 hours every day. But beware, if you decide to challenge me to a cum fest, you'll lose. There has never been a gym leader as powerful or as thick as me. Enter at your own sluttiness. Got you both twice on that one.
I'm gonna need lots of water.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna start with Power Rangers. Superpowers 101. Being a teenager is disappointing. Your body starts to drop. Your pants no longer fit. Giant red stains start popping up all over your face. Everything in your family seems against you. Waking up with racist powers doesn't make anything easier. You thought getting up early to go to the shitter was tough. Imagine waking up and accidentally ripping the cross off the wall. Yes! Oh, plus, you're 6 years old now, which means you really want a bitch to drive, but you don't need one anymore. You can rave faster than a Mexican in the middle of the USA.
My bad.
Holy shit. But you can't tell your best doctor or you might lose your penis. And you have to be especially careful when you get angry because you might crush your favorite wart with your clit. Explain that to your obese parents.
Is that a spit?
Damn, that's hard.
Right?
Your cheeks hurt after.
Pokemon, meet Team Rocket. If you're going to train and fuck Pokemon, you'd better know about Team Rocket. Team Rocket's goal is to rape Pokemon for profit and to gain and to gain domination in the sex room. Although there are many members, the ones you need to know are Jessie, James, and Meowth. They may seem funny or fugly at first, but don't take their power seriously. Jessie, with her long vaginal canal and her stupid type Pokemon, is known for her sexy anger. James is a master of disguise, dressing up as Professor Oak or James Corden, or even a bush, or a penis.
Got him! Those disguises. They will get you.
Meowth wants to please his bootylicious boss, Giovanni, and will eat or steal Pokemon to do it. So, if you see a few fucked characters fingering around Pallet Town wearing a sexy nurse uniform with a big red R, you know you've encountered Team Rimjob.